know about the Falleen? Why? Bunch of up-their-own-ass xenophobes. Hardly ever leave their homeworld anyway. Well, that's your credits. Falleen are reptomammals. It means they're cold-blooded, covered in scales, but they still have mammal features like mammaries. Probably give birth to live young too, not that I've gone down there to check. Formerly an aquatic species, they can hold their breath for hours if needed, and love being in water. Thanks to their exotic appearance, many consider Falleen to be quite beautiful. Don't see it myself. They have spinal ridges, larger on the males, and small claws at the tips of their fingers. They are very quick when they want to be, faster reflexes than many species, and they can be surprisingly strong. If you ever have the chance to see it, their blood is green, and like many reptiles, it runs cold. They're one of the few species said to be innately highly resistant to Jedi mind influence. If you're talking to one, they've got two key features you need to know about. First, their base color is green, but they can change their scale color. Sometimes it gives away their mood, but most of the time they can control it so well, anything they do is deliberate. Don't try to read them that way unless you really know what you're doing. Secondly, they emit seductive pheromones that can cloud the minds of most species that breathe them, make you suggestible, attracted, aroused. Basically, they can get in your head like that and make you do what they want. Not all of them are great at it, but if one's off-world, they probably are. They believe open displays of emotion are unsophisticated and a sign of weakness, so unless they're really rattled, any sign of emotion is deliberate and carefully controlled. They have black hair, mostly grows just from the tops of their heads. They're very into their hairdos, expensive ornaments and the like. In fact, any Falleen you're likely to meet is probably a wealthy one, because most of the Falleen that leave Falleen, yeah, they name their planet after themselves, are lords, ladies, or some kind of rich noble. They have a strong class system, basically a feudal society with kings and lords. They rarely openly go to war, but their politics is nothing but backstabbing and assassinations, alliances, treasons, and treachery. Their language is named after them too, though most nobles speak Basic and probably a few other languages. Their homeworld is a nice enough place. Forests, plains, frozen poles, cities and towns. They reckon it's the jewel of the galaxy, cultural center and the pinnacle of civilization. But there's a dozen worlds in the same sector just as hospitable for life, and most of those have better oceans. Falleen live a long time, up to 250 standard years, though some have lived longer. They seem to mature about the human rate, just hang around longer after. Adolescent Falleen nobles like to go on a sort of pilgrimage, a journey to go out and see the galaxy. Most of them don't learn much, just go back home even more sure they're the best species ever. Some, though, stay out in the wider galaxy, meeting new people and trying new things. These are the ones you're most likely to meet. What about the majority of the species, the ones who aren't nobles? Well, they're serfs, playthings for the fancy pantses at the top. Some are treated well, some aren't. Some climb the social ladder. Not many. Not many at all. Want to visit their homeworld? Unless you're wealthy enough to compete with their upper classes, don't. You'll be lower in their eyes than the lowest of their species. Unless you've got some really important business there, leave them to their petty political games. The Falleen people have always been isolationist. First joined the Republic sometime around 4000 BBY, though they don't engage much in galactic politics, just in businesses. They're pretty into lucrative investments. Most recent senator was one named Zuros during the Clone Wars. Started off being carefully neutral in the conflict, but suddenly changed his tune to support separatist interests pretty much exclusively. Either he had a lot of money in droid works, or someone threatened him to play along. Some other notable Falleen out in the galaxy? Well, if you happen to visit Barton's Landing on the planet Lamared, do yourself a favor and visit Miss Mila's saloon. Mila is the in-the-know woman for local affairs, and she'll make sure you have a good time. If you're running trade through the Specco system, and you have a run-in with the Empire, the local governor might not know what's going on, but his Falleen mistress Miaxi will. It's said she's the one actually in control of the system, using her influence over the governor to her advantage. Shrewd and clever, don't get on her bad side. Oh, you want to know about another Falleen. You want to know about Prince Shizor. Thought as much. If you're dealing with the Black Prince, you're dumber than you look. That's a matter for another transmission, so get your credits ready. Hit the subscribe button to make sure it gets through to you.